Okay, I'm telling my story of me checking into my final unit before getting out of the military. Okay, so let me begin. Little backstory. Oh, before all of that, hi, my name is Lenny. Yes, so back to the story. I was leaving my previous unit because I got orders because there was a situation that occurred. I'll discuss that in a later story time of what happened. But I got orders to go to this new unit, and I was pregnant at the time, so I didn't fit into my alphas. That's what you check in with when you go to a new unit. I needed a pregnancy tunic, like that's their service alphas, but you have to get that signed off. You can't just go to the commissary or the military uniform store and just get it. You have to get that signed off special. So it was like jumping through hoops to get that signed off on. It was just the most annoying experience. It was like no one ever got pregnant before in that unit. It was annoying. So finally I get my lost my train of thought. Finally I get the okay to go ahead and get those papers.
Now we have 4 masks.
Mask?
Masks.
Okay, good.
Well, we still have 5.
Okay, so I get that signed off, and I go to the store and I get it, and I take them to the cleaners. I have to wait for them to get like all ready and together, because I'm checking in to this unit it's like 2 days. 2 days I'm supposed to be checking into this unit, and my alphas aren't ready, and I'm nervous because this place is always busy and you have to like wait weeks. But luckily I got my uniform and I was okay. But that's not what this story time is about. It's not about the craziness I had to go through to get my uniform. This is about my hair. The story is surrounding my hair. So my hair was like this reddish brown color because I had washed it, and like in the summertime it gets light, and my fix for that was getting a black box dye to cover it up. So the black box dye, it would rinse out, it would fade, like it was annoying. So I was like, let me go to a salon so they can fix the problem for me. I go to a salon and they jack up my hair. My hair is this funky orange brassy color, out of regs completely. So I'm like, what do I do now? They don't have time to fix it because they already took a whole long time to do the crap they did. To this day I don't even know how it turned out that color. It didn't make no sense to me. So I'm like, I don't want to go back to them, so I go to a beauty supply store and I get a wig so I can cover up the situation because I'm checking in. This is like the next day. I'm checking the next day, and my hair is this brassy orange color, so I have to get this wig.
Mama!
Come on. All right, go get your jacket. I'm trying to hurry up and do the story time. Where was I? I lost my train of thought.
You were at the hair pump?
Thanks. So I was at I went to get my wig. It was this black wig with bangs, and I got that to cover it up. I even went as far as to shave the portion that showed through, so you couldn't, like, not show through the under portions of the wig, because it was like a short. If I can, like, I'll probably try to insert a picture of the wig that I have, but it was short and stopped right here. So got this wig. And then I had everything set. My alphas were okay. I got them back from the cleaners. I'm going to this unit now. I get dropped off there, and I'm waiting for the duty driver to come get us, to take us to the office so that we can check in. For some reason, First Sergeant and everybody wasn't there. They were at some event. So there's this sergeant that we're supposed to be checking in with. But before all that, the duty driver comes and gets us. And he's asking us questions about like where we were stationed at before and like where we're from and that sort of thing. And it's a hot day. It's super hot outside. I have this wig on and I'm just like sweating my ass off. So I'm patting myself, trying to get myself together. And I say to myself, I can't wait until I take this damn wig off. That's what I said. But I mumbled it to myself. But for some reason, the driver heard me. He heard me. And he goes, why can't you take your wig off? And I'm like, my hair underneath is it's not proper. And he's like, what do you mean not proper? I'm like, it's not in regs. And I need to correct it. And I was explaining the situation about how I went to the salon and they messed up my hair and how I made an appointment to get corrected, but I couldn't get it corrected as soon as I wanted it to. So I got the wig to cover it up. This is the conversation me and the driver had together. Right? Me and him had that conversation. That wasn't for him to go tell anyone else, but he did. So I found out he did. This is how I found out. We finally get to our destination, and we're gonna check in with the sergeant. The driver goes inside to talk to the sergeant first. They're in there for like 5 or 6 minutes talking. And I'm outside, and then we go in there. I'm at parade rest because I was a Lance at the time, and he's looking at me with this like glare, the sergeant at the desk, and I'm like, what did I do to you? I just got here. So he goes, why is your hair out of braids? And in my mind, I'm like, you cannot be fucking serious right now. Are you serious? Like, he really came in here and snitched on me? But like, I don't say anything. I'm like, my wig isn't out of regs. And he goes, I'm gonna talk like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I said I was going to fix it as soon as I can. I couldn't fix it because I didn't have time. So the solution was to get the wig. I was telling him the story, and he goes, take off your wig. And I go, Sergeant. He said, take off your wig. And I'm like, he can't be serious. And he goes, take off your wig or I'm going to write you up. So I take the wig off. Wig is in my hand. I'm at parade rest. And he goes, and he starts chewing me out. He's like, I'm like, I already knew my hair was out of regs. I told you why my hair is out of regs. And you're still yelling at me. And then I put my wig back on and I'm humiliated at this point. I'm so angry. I'm infuriated. I'm like, I can't trust nobody. I was just telling him what happened. And he went to tell this sergeant about what was going on, and they used it as a moment to humiliate me for what? I never like went and did no paperwork or anything or complained to anybody because I wasn't trying to have no target on my back or anything about it. But till this day, I always think about it, how he made me take my wig off in front of everybody, and it wasn't necessary. So I already told him what happened and that it wasn't necessary. Like, if I see him today, like we're gonna exchange some words. Like, it's still something that hurt my feelings. And I wanted to cry my eyes out that day because here I am in the office, pregnant, wig in my hand, looking like garbage, and you make me feel like even more garbage. And I already knew the situation I already knew what was going on, and I knew I had to fix it. I knew, and I corrected that with a wig, and here you are embarrassing me for no reason. And that wasn't the end of that. He had me change out of camis, out of alphas, the service uniform, put on camis and start cleaning out barracks rooms with bleach on my hands and knees. And then he had me pick up garbage. Like, the whole day he was just on my ass, the whole day. And I'm just like upset. Like, that was the day when I was like, I don't trust nobody. I don't fuck with nobody. Like, everybody can suck my dick. That's how I felt. I was just like upset. And then like, I was married, so I was trying to tell my spouse about it, and like, he didn't like, I was mad at him too because it was like, he humiliated me and he didn't get that. I'm like, he made me take my hair off, and he was like, it's just a wig, and I'm like, no, that was my uniform, that's how I came, and he made me take that off so he can humiliate me. You don't see that? And I was so frustrated. But yeah, story time of me checking in to my final unit. And yeah, that is it.